You ever wonder why hockey players wear those helmets with the visors? Well, in today's video, we're going to talk about that and for other interesting facts about hockey. Let's get into it. And as opposed to what you might think, the game originated not in Canada, but in the United States. In 1893, the first international hockey game was played between the US and Canada. As part of the exposition, hockey was also included as a medal sport at the 1904 St. Louis World's Fair, with 4 teams competing: Canada, United States, Great Britain, and a local St. Louis team. The visor protected the player's eyes from the other player's sticks. The game started at the scheduled time of 8:30 p.m., but soon it became obvious that the players could unsee through the heavy snowfall. The fans in attendance were told to stay in their seats, and the game was delayed until 4:30 a.m. The Maple Leafs ended up winning the game 3-2. That delay remains the longest interruption in NHL history. If a player did not wear a helmet with a visor, they would be fined $5 for every game they played without one. The fine was instituted by the NHL in 1950 and lasted until 1978. In 1979, the NHL made wearing a helmet with a visor mandatory, but it was until 1997 that the rule was changed to allow players to wear any style of helmet with either a visor or a face shield. Prior to 1978, some of the greatest players in history played without a helmet, such as Bobby Hull, Gordie Howe, and Gene Beliveau. At the time, each team consisted of 9 players. Canada won the gold medal, defeating the US 6-2 in the final. The first Winter Olympics were held in 1924 in Chamonix, France. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See ya. Canada won the first Olympic hockey gold medal, defeating Sweden 3-0 in the final. Canada has since won a total of 26 Olympic medals, including 19 gold. The first game was played at the St. Nicholas Skating Rink in Montreal, New York. A writer for Harper's Weekly magazine was there to cover the event and described it as a new American game. The 2 teams were made up of members from the New York Athletic Club and the Montreal Hockey Club. They played 7-a-side with no goalie and stopped after 20 minutes when one team scored 3 goals and the other scored 2. This game was played under the rules of the newly formed Amateur Hockey Association, which is now known as USA Hockey. The first official outdoor hockey game was played in Ottawa, Canada on March 3, 1878. That game resulted in a 4-4 tie between the Ottawa University and the Rideau Clos. No, 1. The first documented game of hockey was played in 1875. Number 2. It's from 1893 to 1904. Hockey was an official medal event at the World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago. Number 3. Before 1920, players could check other players with their sticks without being penalized. Checking was a necessary evil in hockey to stop the faster players from running rampant. However, it often led to fights and injuries and even death. It was only a matter of time before someone was seriously hurt. In 1920, Eddie Cook checked an opponent so violently that his neck was broken. He was subsequently suspended for life by the NHL following this incident. Checking was banned by the NHL for the 1920-21 season. During that season, there was a massive decrease in injuries, and the following year, checking was reinstated. Since then, rules and penalties have been added to limit dangerous checking. Number 4. For many years, hockey players wore those big, bulky helmets with the visors because they had to. Number 5. A regular season game between the Montreal Canadiens and the Toronto Maple Leafs. On January 22, 1944, was once delayed for 8 hours due to a blizzard. Well, there you have it. 5 interesting facts about hockey. Do you know any more? Leave them in the comments below.